Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Dr. Tabitha Hardy, the Assistant Dean for Student Development and Academic Affairs for the Graduate Office here at IUPUI. In this brief video, I will be talking about the IUPUI Graduate Office formatting template. This video covers why we believe it is in your best interest to use this template for your required thesis or dissertation for your IU degree here at IUPUI. To learn more about how to use the template, please refer to the how-to video on our Graduate Office website at graduate.iupui.edu. To begin the discussion of why use this template, let's look at some numbers from the academic year prior to the creation of this template. In 2017-2018, there were 104 students who completed formatting reviews for either their thesis or dissertation. Of these 104 students, 59 took advantage of the pre-check reviews, with some students doing two pre-check reviews, resulting in a total of 77 pre-checks for the year. From those 77 pre-check reviews, our recorders found 343 format errors. These are errors that were spotted and addressed before the full format review. Our recorders completed 222 full format reviews and found 3,086 errors in the process. Combined with format errors found in the pre-check reviews, that makes a total of 3,429 format errors for the academic year. And all of this was conducted by our 2 graduate recorders. So that's a lot of errors and a lot of work for 2 people. Another way to look at this is by seeing how many format reviews it takes for a graduate student to have an error-free final product. As you can see here, close to 75% of graduate students were able to pass their format review in either 1 or 2 reviews. This is good news because it is the policy of the IUPUI Graduate Office to involve the student's program once that student requires more than 2 reviews. This can result in delaying that student's graduation as they continue to work on getting their formatting to meet the requirements. So it is in your best interest to avoid this in order to keep your graduation timeline as you planned it. One final way to examine the data for reasons to use this template is by looking at how many formatting errors students had in their thesis or dissertations. In looking at this graph, you can see that some students did very well while others struggled. As we implemented this template and compared data of those who use it versus those who do not, we continue to see that the average error total of students using the template is significantly lower than those who do not use the template. So once again, it would behoove you to download and use this template. Finally, let's look at where students typically struggled with formatting and what the template can and unfortunately cannot do to address these areas. First, you can see here that students struggle in multiple areas when it comes to formatting. Prior to the template, 96% of our students had some error in the document, which could include having widows and orphans, not referencing all their tables and figures within their text, not having consistent formatting when it comes to headings, or not having their titles or headings be a word-for-word match between the table of contents and the text. 92% of students had some error in their table of contents, with the most common issue being words invading the number column. 80% had an error with their CV. 71% had an issue with the title page, as it requires very specific wording and placement. Finally, 68% had an issue with their abstract. Now, let's look at what the template covers. The green underlined text in italics is what the template will address with its built-in features, and the red text are errors that could still occur when using the template. As you can see, the template will address some errors, but not all of them. It's up to you to know what the template can and cannot address. Many of the formatting issues in terms of margins, page numbering, and specific university clauses are now pre-formatted for you. However, other problematic errors, like using your official name, referencing all figures and tables in your text, and others mentioned here, are still your responsibility. The template cannot address these potential errors for you, so we encourage you to pay attention and review your document one more time for formatting errors before submitting it to us. Finally, let's look at the first full year that the template was in place. This year allowed us to compare those who used the template versus those who did not, or perhaps just used a page or two of the template. What you can see here is that there is a vast difference between users and non-users when it comes to formatting errors. Those who used the template averaged 21 total formatting errors, while those who opted not to use the template averaged 43 errors across their reviews. That is double the amount of formatting errors for non-template users. Additionally, we looked at the top 25% of students in terms of formatting errors, as well as the bottom 25%. For the top students, or those that had the fewest errors, 85% used the template in full. When looking at the bottom 25%, or those that had the most, 93% did not use the template. Hopefully, these statistics convince you that using the template is truly beneficial and should greatly decrease your potential to make formatting errors. Now that you know why this template is so helpful and what it can do for you, make sure you go over to the How to Use a Template video on the Graduate Office website to learn more about how you can download and use this template to make your format review process go as smoothly as possible. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us using the contact email you see here if you have any questions regarding this process.